Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. We'll use the Before Tarot for your reading, for your daily read. I always talk about this business with sleep. You know, when I was young, I used to be one of those people I went to sleep, but I could sleep from 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. I've always been an early bird. I don't think I've ever slept past about 7:20. I think one time I got to. So I've always been an early bird. But this business of rising early in the morning, I always wake up at the most ridiculous hours. And if I wake before 3, I can sometimes go back to sleep, depending on what sort of sleep I've had. But my body seems to only really need about 6 hours, which apparently isn't very good for your health. I should be getting 7 to 8. But I can tell you I always have plenty of energy. It's not a problem or an issue. But some days, 3 o'clock, bright as a button. So I've been up since 3 this morning. Nothing changes it. Nothing changes that. So I've got quite used to adjusting to the 3 o'clock wakes. It is a good time to catch up on YouTube or sometimes a bit of housework. I don't turn the vacuum cleaner on, and probably my neighbours would hate me if I did that. But anyway, all right, so we are doing your bonus read. I'm sure, oh, look at this. That Tower card, because it came out in the What's Cracking too. Something's coming. I don't think it's anything bad, but I do think it's a bit of a adjustment in one's thinking. Could be quite a big epiphany though, because I feel like there's a lot of emotion around this. So, but it seems to be coming out a bit. And when it comes out a bit, usually means all of us have something to change or rethink. We are reading for a collective. All right, so we have the Four of Cups coming out. And the Four of Cups is a card that talks of boredom. It talks of... It's almost like... Because in the Before Tarot here, the guy is drinking from a cup. He's not refusing the cup. So I feel like sometimes this is that when you've just eaten a really big meal and someone says, do you want dessert? And you really want to fit the dessert in. But you're so full, it's hard to even imagine. But you still eat it anyway. I feel like this guy has had his fill of something. He's really overly full. He does not want any more. And I feel that to me, in conjunction with the meaning of this card, it says to me this person's had enough. Whoever I'm talking to here, it's like something is just got to the point where you're done. You can't take any more. You don't want to do it anymore. You're fed up. You may be bored, but it more feels like you're fed up here. Interesting enough with fed up. This person can't fit any more in. So that's obviously where the saying comes from. This person doesn't want any more. Okay, so we could be talking to someone who's a Leo, Sag or Aries. You could be fed up with a Leo, Sag or Aries. The King of Wands is actually quite a beautiful character. This is someone who knows how to rule. He knows how to be careful of people. He knows how to treat people. He's respectful, can be attractive, can own his own business. But this is a man who really knows how to rule his empire. Okay, I have a feeling that this card possibly should be reversed, which means you might be dealing with someone who's quite manipulative and quite sort of self-centered. And there's always this talk of, you know, putting self first and being self-centered, and they're quite different things. Putting yourself first is a very healthy thing to do. But if you're putting yourself first at the detriment of other people, then it isn't always healthy. Maybe sometimes it is. Sometimes we have to do that. But in this particular case, I feel like this person has perhaps, I feel like this person has perhaps done something one too many times. This person's sort of spent their pocket money. I love it. They've done their dash. They've done it once too many here. Whoever this person is you're dealing with, you've had enough here. And I feel like you've been perhaps thinking about this a lot. How am I going to manage this? How am I going to move forward? What do I do? Because you're coming up as the 8 of Swords energy, which means you're pretty stuck in your head about this whole situation. Okay, so 7 of Wands coming through again. So we have repeat cards in the What's Cracking reading today. The 7 of Wands is a card that says, you know, stand up for yourself, stand up for your rights, stand up for who you are as a person. And I feel like that's what you're doing here. I think you've had your fill of someone. I feel like someone has worn out the welcome mat. And I feel here that you are standing holy dolly. See? Repeat cards. We're getting a repeat of the What's Cracking reading. Look, it's going to hit the fan. Something is going to hit the fan. Something cannot keep going the way it is. Look, another repeat card. So you've got all repeat cards here. I feel like somebody's coming round again to make an offer that you have done before. I feel that you've had enough of a situation. I think you're done with a situation. I don't think that you want to be dealing with this anymore. There is a truth that needs to be told now. And you are being asked here to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, and do what's right for you. And this is where the self-focus comes from, not the selfishness. I feel like whoever you're dealing with has been being very selfish, very self-centered, very, perhaps even a little cruel here, because something has to come to ground now. Something is done, finished, and has to be brought to ground. You are getting communication from somebody here, someone who's done their dash with you. And I feel like they're coming in to make another offer or go around again or something here, but you are done with this Ace of Swords. The truth needs to be spoken here. My alarm. Hang on 2 seconds. There you go. See, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock every day and I'm up at 3. All right, let's see where we're going with this. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands coming through. And again, I get this really strong feeling here that the universe is saying here, you need to have very strong boundaries in this situation. Perhaps your boundaries have been a little weak up until now. Perhaps you've been allowing this wolf to come in through your door one too many times. And this is the time now to put your boundaries up. So healthy boundaries. We need to talk about healthy boundaries. I need to get back to the life coaching and do some talks. Businesses. Busy. Okay. I feel that you've not really been firm enough with this person. Perhaps you've been a little, yeah, we've got the 4 of Wands here. Wow, okay. I don't know who I'm working with here. You've been dealing with somebody here who's messed you around, hasn't been honest, has pushed at your boundaries, and has sort of disrupted your stability here in some way, shape or form. This person could have broken your heart. They could have hurt you in a very deep way. There could have been conflict. And whoever this person is now, you are requiring to be able to stand up for yourself. Not in a aggressive way. You've done the work now. You know how to do this in a healthy way. Firm boundaries. Assertiveness. This is not about being angry, screaming and yelling, pushing people away. This is the time for you to be really, really strong. You see the wolf for what they are now. So you're being asked to do this in a very healthy way. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming through. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, love it. 10 of Wands, cycle finishing. This is I'm good single, thanks. I feel here that you've come to a place now in your life or in your current circumstances where you feel able to set healthy boundaries and not have to worry about whether you're going to be by yourself or alone. I feel like you're dealing with someone here who probably has great love for you, but I feel like they've messed you around so much now that you're just quite comfortable being where you are. Interesting energy. There is the end of a cycle, Page of Pentacles. So we're getting a lot of repeat cards here. 10 of Pentacles coming through. And there he is, the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, we have the King and Queen of Cups here. So I'm going to read this completely as I feel it today. This person is totally and absolutely in love with you. But there has been some sort of situation here that has stopped them or has confused them or has taken them round in circles with you. Now, I know people say there's no excuse if someone loves you, they shouldn't treat you really badly, but I can't help but thinking that perhaps this person has been in another situation. I feel that this person sees you as a soulmate or as a counterpart, or, you know, I feel like this is you and this is them here. I feel like you're really standing strongly in your masculine energy and this person's in their feminine energy. I feel that this person's coming in rattling nuts and bolts and being very erratic and difficult to deal with and very, very emotional. And I feel like you are taking on the energy of the King of Cups and you're standing in your power and you are not letting this energy get to you here. It's almost like knowing your own power, taking back your power, understanding how to do this in a healthy way. Because you're feeling very abundant here and you're closing out some sort of cycle. Perhaps you've argued with this person a lot. Perhaps they've gone round and round. Perhaps now they're ready to offer you something. But I really feel like it's the end deal for you. You're done. You don't want to be doing this anymore. Perhaps for some of you it's really hurt you being in this situation. But somehow or another, it's most likely because your boundaries haven't been very strong and you're now being asked to have boundaries. It's a pretty sad reading, really. I do feel like this person has a lot of love for you here. I have no doubt about the fact that they see you as a soulmate or as a long-term commitment. But I feel like this person's got something else going on that they haven't explained to you. And maybe with the Ace of Swords, that's why they're coming in, to explain something. Because this person could have their own family. Let's just have a look at this again. So we have here someone being bored with being teased, offered, never followed through. I feel like somebody here is being a little bit manipulative and a little bit selfish. I feel that you've got into all sorts of pickles with this, and the universe is now asking you to stand your ground, to stand up for yourself. The Tower's here saying to me something has to be taken down to ground level to start again. You've got communication coming in here from someone who wants to make an offer. But this Truth card is what stands out for me the most. There seems to be some sort of element of somebody coming in to give you a truth, to tell you the truth. This may have been someone who's been withholding their feelings or not been explaining to you how they feel. But I feel like this person's had another situation or another relationship to deal with. But there's no excuse for treating people poorly. All right. Let me just get some clarify. Oh, there he is again. The old King of Wands. With the Two of Pentacles. Ah, someone has a decision to make. Rightio. Now we see what's happening. All right. So I would say to you, going on what I've got here, that this person's obviously been in and out of your life. You may have had a relationship with them. You may not have done. I feel like this person has probably somewhere along the line has been trying to make a decision here between two people, and I feel like they've made the decision. But here feels like it's too late. This to me feels like you're done. But I guess that's all up to you, because there's a decision you need to make now. This is no longer this person's decision. This is your decision here. All right, let's get an oracle card. The shoe is on the other foot. So I don't know what's going on here for you, but the shoe is now on the other foot. Oh, wow. Perhaps this person hasn't completely finished off the other situation yet. Perhaps that's why you're telling them to rack off and finish off the other situation first. Between worlds coming through. Card number 3. So I'd say that's what that means. That's why you're giving them your marching orders. This is about transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness and no man's land. Between the world is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. Oh, I wish they put full stops in things. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. So my take on it is that someone hasn't completely made that decision yet. Whoever your person is here has not really made that decision. And I feel like somehow or another this person is scoping out the ground. I think they've sort of done this too many times and trying to work out whether you still want the same thing. They want this, but do you? All right, have a great day.